Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. And wow, it seems like just yesterday we were dealing with Mother's Day, and now what? We have a long summer ahead of us. But why is one summer expected to be better for one shop than another? Because of the planning that they're doing right now. Many of my flower shops sent out offers and reminders to go to a design class coming up in June. They had hundreds of deliveries made for free. They put the card on the deliveries and they delivered it. That's all there was to it. Why not? If you didn't do that, you missed the opportunity. You see, many flower shops, they're just set in their old ways. They did it like this, so they continue to do it like that. But what is the same as it was before anymore? Nothing. Everything's evolving. So I just ask you to rethink your business every couple months. Think about what you're doing and why. I'm going to give you another example. Here's a shop. I don't have my program to put this into for on the screen, but before I go to that, I'd like to ask you a question. How was your Mother's Day? Now, I'm sure the first thing you're thinking is sales, and they were probably good. What's just as important, or if not more important? Transactions. Look at these numbers here. Look at those numbers. I hope you can see them okay, because you can see the sales went up for the month of, this was not Mother's Day, this is April, from 82,000 to 93,000. Can you see that okay? 82 to 93. Nice increase. But more importantly, look at the visitors, the transactions. I mean, they're up. Visitors are up 6,300 to 6,800. That's what we're looking for. If your transactions and visitors are up, you're on the right path. You're going to do okay. What I worry about is when your sales are up and your visitors are down. And unfortunately, many flower shops they just comfort themselves and say, well, my sales are up, so we did good financially. I wouldn't bank on that one, because that's not going to help you down the road. If more and more people are not going to you as the go-to to send flowers, what makes you think down the road when somebody else opens up, they're not going to go there as well? They've lost some sort of confidence. Or if you're in a resort town, maybe they just aren't in town, but the overall number wouldn't be off, right? That would just be a couple transactions. So I want you to think about your business. Think about where your business is coming from and how you can go after more of it. So let me give you some tips to think about. Design classes, a huge opportunity. We have a design class program that your customers can just click on the design class, enter their credit card, and they get a receipt. They don't have to go through the delivery and putting zeros in here and Xing out of there. They just enter it, and now they have an email. You've been paid, and they're going to be able to go to a class and enjoy it with some friends, hopefully. Make interaction with your local customer base. Get them to come in there, feel welcome, like they're visiting your home. Okay, next up, contests. Spot a van is a good one. When people see your van, they snap a picture and they put it up on your Facebook page. Gets more likes, gets people looking, it gets a post. Why'd you put that up there? Well, here's why. Let me give you the third most important thing you can do. Reward points. Reward points are priceless. You see, discounts only go so far, but when somebody has reward points and they're thinking about their purchase, they're also thinking about how they can get more. Many times with my reward program, we would give them their incentive saying, hey, you're only this many points away. Or once they cash them in, then we would sit there and say, well, here's your next level. This purchase will earn you this much, or we'll add extra 10 points, whatever. Just something to get them excited to come into your store again and again and again. Now I'm going to give you a bonus tip for the summer. $27 Tuesday. And anybody that's thinking that's not good isn't thinking in today's economy. people are cautious. They're not spending as easy as they were. And you really have to understand that. And once you do, you'll understand the value of $27 Tuesday. I've got another video here from Karen at Edmore Florist. They had a hard time getting started with $27 Tuesday. Now they're hooked. They love $27 Tuesday because it engages people with them. It's a price point. That's what you want. So if you don't agree with any of these things, please leave me a message. If you've got some comments to share, I grew my business doing exactly what I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, you can do the same. This summer's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be choppy. But my customers, between all the programs that we offer them, the FHD fees, I mean, they're making money on every transaction, and we make sure of that for them. And I'm going to close with this. There were comments made about, the fees structures that are going on out there. Just understand this. Everybody's charging fees. You can't buy a bottle of water today without somebody's handout saying, can you give me a tip or can you pay an extra fee? What's all this fees? I don't agree with it. You may not agree with it. But if this is what the consumer is used to, then you need to cover your expenses. I mean, I watch flower shops or any business charging a 3% charge for their credit cards. Now, I think that's wrong because they've always charged a percentage for credit cards. Whether it was 2% or 3%, there was always a charge. Why all of a sudden does a customer have to pay for that? Even better, Karen at Edmore Flowers in Denver got a surcharge, ready for this, from her electric company. That's right, the electric company gave her a surcharge. When does it stop? Now, you have an FHD charge, just like Flower Shop Network. You know what? It really bothers me that people think they get a Flower Shop Network account and they don't have to pay per order. They do. Flower Shop Network is charging your customer $4.99 and they're keeping it. We're charging an FHD fee. The florist gets every penny of it. Isn't that the right way to do it? I have to appreciate and thank Abbott's Flowers in Champaign. You know what Lisa said to me? Why isn't my local wholesaler giving me ideas like that? Why are you doing it? You're not making any money on it, and you're doing it for our benefit. Well, shouldn't our wholesaler, shouldn't SAF, shouldn't the people in the industry look to help us get more per transaction? We don't make enough. We're 10%, 14% profit. It's just not enough. All these fees are eating us up. We've got to recover it. This isn't just put money in your pocket and go to the beach. This is about your profitability, your future. And we can only charge so much. So we have to be careful. But I would just like to see the powers that be, the SAFs of the world, the local wholesaler helping. Like a local wholesaler that's watching this video today should send this to their shops and say, look, contact Bloomerang. Let them tell you what they're doing. Now, there are some new laws being passed about charging extra on transactions. But let me just say that that's in California, and I believe that to be, you can't just throw a fee on there, like buy these flowers for $10 and with the fee it's $15. You have to explain what the fee is, whether it's on the product or it's in the website. What we have looked into and found is that it has to be stated on the website. So we go ahead and put it in your delivery conditions that there is this processing fee for the flowers handling and delivery, because you guys get stop charges, you get extra surcharges, you're constantly paying fees. Is it fair that you don't pass that on? I mean, if there's a tariff coming up, at the end of the day, when is enough enough? So let's just be subtle. Get some of your costs covered so you can hopefully make $1 at the end of the holiday or at the end of the month. So those are my concerns. They're there for you to look at. There's another video behind this. It's a video weekend. There's two good ones. This is Karen and I talking when she just discovered that free website she got from Flower Shop Network is not free anymore. Listen, I've got nothing against Brock and the team over there. They do a fine job. But the florist seems to think that the orders are free. I don't have to pay anything. That's not true. Be transparent. Tell people what you're doing. It's not a sin to make money, but we shouldn't be deceiving people. That's been my theory all along. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll give me a like, join me, share it with your friends. More importantly, share it with your friends. These wholesalers need to help us. The local florist needs the help of the local wholesaler because together everybody wins. But divided, one's going to fall. And I don't think it's going to be the florist because we're going to stick together. Thanks for watching.